it will be sad if the strongest team of Africa don't qualify. I think the Super Eagles are currently, and that not only now, the last 3-4 years, the best team in Africa.
Just as it's going to be very tough for the Super Eagles of Nigeria, it's also going to be a tough one for the Eagles of Mali, as they have 2 sets of games to turn things around in Group I and, of course, get their World Cup qualifying race back on track. Welcome to my channel this lovely day. My name is AY Sugar, and I'm back here. And, of course, it's a delight to be here. Well, we actually will be going all the way to Mali, Bamako, the capital of Mali, to speak with the head coach of the side, former Gambian coach, and the man that's always tried to, coach the Super Eagles of Nigeria. I'm talking about Coach Tom Saintfiet. And there he's got a lot to talk about, not just about the Africa Cup of Nations, that he believes that the Malian national team, which he coaches now, can do it and win it for the very first time. He needs to do something, and that's turn the tide around for Mali as they are chasing Comoros, strangely, who are topping the group, and of course the Black Stars of Ghana, who also have the same number of points as that of Comoros, which is 9 points. So Mali definitely have a game, a big one, I must say. Just like Nigeria, they will be traveling all the way to Comoros to play on the 20th, Thursday it is. This week, it's going to be a great week, of football action, all across the continent of Africa. Then they have another one, away game also, against the Central African Republic, who are below them on the table. So certainly Mali are fourth on the table as we speak in Group I, and they need to turn the tide. They need to change their old scope. They need to get back to winning ways, and they need to get back on top of the table. They need 6 points in these 2 away games. Can they do it against table toppers Comoros and Central African Republic? We caught up with Tom Saintfiet. He talked about what number of things he's, time at Gambia. Of course, first off, for the very first time in a long time, getting a big side like Mali to coach, and his dream to always want to coach the Super Eagles of Nigeria, but he's not been able to get that dream job. Let's go straight up all the way to Bamako. We'll be right back after that. We have Coach Tom Saintfiet here, head coach of the Eagles of Mali. Coach, how are you doing today?
I'm fine. I'm doing good. Thank you.
Yeah, you did massively well with the Gambian national team. You took players who were unknown, to become known. You've worked your socks off, coach, on the continent. You've made your mark from small teams. We're not recognized when you stepped into Africa, but now one of the revered names, with Mali. What has been your utmost work ethic, so to speak, and your dream still?
Yeah, first of all, I'm since 2008 in Africa as national team coach, and I love the continent. Married to an African lady, beautiful daughter of 8 years old, so I'm also African, and I'm really fully African because I have now even a Gambian passport, and I'm very honored and proud for that. I got that from the Gambian government. For me, it's a beautiful continent. There's so much potential. The people love football. There's so much quality. And my aim is always to go to the World Cup and write history there. In the past, I never had the opportunity to work with countries who are probably able to that. The time in Gambia was fantastic. I was supported by a brilliant federation. I had a very good staff, top team manager, players who really were ready to develop with a lot of quality. And we wrote history with reaching the quarter-final in Cameroon, and we were even 6th on AFCON as a small country. And now, first time in my life probably, that I work with a country who has the potential to go to a tournament to achieve something. The last 10 years, Mali didn't do that. They were 10th, 11th, 10th, 11th, and one time 7th. But if you look that we were Gambia even 6th, it's not that special. So my demands are more than that. We really want to go to AFCON to play 7 matches. 7 matches, that means or the final or the loser final. And the federation already said that we want to reach the semi-final, and that's also my ambition. And the other goal is still to qualify for the World Cup. We are not in a good position right now because we are 4 points behind Comoros and Ghana, 2 points behind Madagascar. We have only 2 home games left and 4 away games. I still believe in the quality of my team, and we're going to develop the team. I'm now a few months there. We played 6 games, we had good results, and I hope we can develop the team and make the dream come true for Mali, write history for them, and I hope I can add something to that.
Yeah, a lot of people respect you in Nigeria. At some point you were supposed to be technical director. At some point you wanted to be coach. Well, what has happened? You've not been able to, really, I see it like one of the jobs you look forward to.
Yeah, what happened, I don't know. Every time I'm close to it. In 2012, I was even appointed technical director till the minister decided something different. After that, in I think 2016, 2020 or 21, even after the AFCON, my name is always there. I spoke many times with them, and Nigeria is a fantastic football country with so much potential, and probably at this moment in Africa, the strongest offensive team with so much players on high level. The Super Eagles, I grew up with them naturally. 94 with Clemens Westrov. I'm even close to Clemens Westrov. I visit him frequently. I know him quite well. I'm even close to Joe Bonfrere, who doesn't live so far away from me. He was in '96 at Atlanta. So the Super Eagles with all their stars over generations, from the Keshis, the JJ Okochas, and the Odyssey Sundays and Amokachis all afterwards. Till now, it's a beautiful football nation, and it never happened. To be honest, I'm very happy to be in Mali, but I'm always following Nigerian football, and for me, it's a powerhouse on the continent and even in world of football.
Yeah, what would you be advising the man that you took over from in Mali, who is now in charge of the Super Eagles? That's Eric Shell.
Yeah, I don't give people advice because it's not my job. It's not my job. I'm focused on my job, and I'm not worried or not caring about other people, their job. I don't like when people talk about me, and I don't need to talk about others.
Okay, yeah, two more questions, Coach. The AFCON, the last one was massive. Well, good work done by Cote d'Ivoire. This time around, it's going to be, of course, Morocco. What do you expect in the tournament itself?
Yeah, for me, the AFCON in Cote d'Ivoire was very top organized. The stadiums, the pitches, the atmosphere, it was really good organized. And we know Morocco is also a top country in organizing. We see the beauty of the country, the infrastructure, the airports, the roads, the hotels, and the beautiful stadiums already. So I'm 100% sure it will be a fantastic AFCON. The only difference is going to be the temperature. When we play in Cameroon, when we play in Cote d'Ivoire, it's nice temperature. It's quite warm. Here it will be more winter temperatures. In the evenings it can be cold, so we have to prepare depending from which city you play. But I'm really looking forward. Morocco is a beautiful country, a football-loving country with a huge history on the football pitch. So it will be a brilliant AFCON. I expect a lot of nations who come with ambition. I think there could be 10, 12 teams who aim the same to become African champion. So it will be a very competitive competition in a beautiful surrounding. So I'm really looking forward to it.
So much work to do in Mali. Are you interested in maybe new invitees for the qualifiers later on in March? To turn things around.
I started at August, and the first selection was made by my assistant coach, who did a great job. That base we kept. We invited some new players, and I do a lot of scouting. I'm quite satisfied. I mean, we qualified with 4 wins and 2 draws. We conceded only 1 goal in 6 games. We scored 10 goals, so not bad statistics. We had the best defense all over Africa together with Senegal in the 6 qualifiers, and we were top of the group with 14 points. And we know it's not that simple. We saw Ghana not qualified, Guinea, Cape Verde, Gambia. We saw bigger countries losing against other countries. So we did a good job. So that base I will keep, but as a coach you always develop your team. You always keep an eye on new players in form. Mali has a lot of young players popping up, but the base will be probably the same. We face 2 away games against Comoros and against Central African Republic. For us, in theory, a must win if we want to catch up with the 4 points we are behind our opponents. So it will be very important, but I hope players stay fit. I hope everyone is available, and then we will be ready. We never underestimate our opponents, but we will do everything to keep ourselves in the running for the World Cup and to get the miracle come true.
Okay, final question. Now let's go back to Nigeria. You're not advising this time, but I just wanted to analyze the chances of the Nigerian national team. Were 5th on the table, were 4 points behind Rwanda, South Africa, in that particular order. And do you think Nigeria have a chance to qualify for the World Cup?
It will be sad if the strongest team of Africa don't qualify. I think the Super Eagles are currently, and that not only now, the last 3-4 years, the best team in Africa. It's really shocking that They didn't win a title for I think it's Stephen Keshi in 2013, the last time Nigeria got their trophy. If you see the quality of players, if you look the striking, the offensive players, but even the midfield, the defenders, the goalkeepers, the choice available. You can't have only 23, you can have 46 players who can become African champions. So for me, together with Morocco, Nigeria are Morocco because they are the host. Nigeria is the big favorite for AFCON, but also going to the World Cup. It will be for me a big disappointment, a big shock if Nigeria don't qualify with these potential, with these quality players. For me now, the strongest team in Africa and one of the strongest in the world. They have to qualify. And with all respect for the opponents, okay, South Africa has a good coach and it's a good team, but Nigeria has so much more quality, so they have to do everything. They have to catch up with the points they lost, but in that group, I think they will qualify.
All right. Thank you so much, Coach. We appreciate your time.
Interesting conversation with Tom Saintfiet. A delight, on the podium whenever you want to speak about African football. So passionate, and he said he's actually African. He's got Gambian, passport. So certainly the man feels African. Forget the skin color. He's been here for a very long time. He's got a wife, who is of African origin, and he wants to stay in Africa till he dies. Well, we wish him all the best as his team face Comoros on the 20th. And of course, on the 24th, they will battle Central African Republic. Both games are away. And definitely, it's going to be a very, very, very interesting week on the continent of Africa as the World Cup qualifiers resume after about a 6 months break. So let's see how it pans out. Till I come your way after the World Cup qualifiers, I remain your man, AY Sugar. Don't forget to turn on the notification bell. And as I've got another interview with the head coach of the Elephants of Cote d'Ivoire, the champions of Africa, Coach Saintfiet, spoke with me, in Morocco some time ago, and he talked about the qualifiers, talked about the chances of the Ivorian side to repeat, that same feat of winning the Africa Cup of Nations for the record 4th time. And much more. Turn on this notification button, like I said, and subscribe to the channel. Share this particular video and click on the like button. I'll see you in another video. Ciao.